Fellas, lady fellas, F1 Real Society, welcome to the Fantasy and Reality Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm your host, Spencer Tacker. Today in the ridiculously over-decorated studio, we're going to be talking about divisions again. Now, you should know the deal from the last video. Guys I like and dislike from each team in this division. So let's get started. Alphabetical order, we're going to start with the Baltimore Ravens, who were 10-6 last season. Now, another guy just like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, going to run a lot, so rushing is worth more than passing. He's going to be a fantastic guy. He could break Mike Vick's rushing record. That'll make him very valuable in a late round. Another guy I like, even though it's kind of questionable, is Mark Ingram. They brought him in. They paid him a lot, so they're going to use him. It's just how much are they going to use him with Lamar Jackson running and Edwards, Hill, everyone in that backfield. I still think that Ingram's going to see enough volume to be a nice, maybe flex spot in your team. Also like Mark Andrews, he could show out and be a red zone target for Lamar Jackson, be that bailout guy that if Lamar Jackson's in trouble, just toss it to Mark Andrews. The guys I don't like on this team, Gus Edwards, Kenneth Dixon, Justice Hill. I don't think they're going to see enough of the rush volume that Ingram's going to see to be relevant, because Ingram and Lamar Jackson is going to take so much of the rushing volume. And unfortunately, I have to put Hollywood Brown and Willie Snead on the dislikes because, like I said, Lamar Jackson doesn't throw a crazy amount, so he would have to get much better as a quarterback, throw a lot more accurate to these guys in order for them to be fantasy relevant, and I don't see that happening this season. The next team that I have were the 6-10 Cincinnati Bengals. Now, the only player that I have on my likes for this team is Tyler Boyd. He'll produce no matter what, unless he gets injured. But depending on if the run game could get going and what AJ Green's going to do, that'll depend on how much he produces. He'll produce no matter what, like I said, it's just on how much because of his teammates. Now, everyone else on the team, not a fan. Andy Dalton, mediocre guy. Joe Mixon, I did like him, but his O-line is very depleted. All of this happened, so he's a guy that I'm losing faith in now in his talent, but just the situation. Gio's still there. He's on my list of dislikes because another running back. If the number one is on my dislikes, then the number two probably will as well because of that O-line. AJ Green, too old, too risky, too injured. John Ross, just fast and disappointing. Tyler Eifert, I would like him, but he's just a little too injury prone. The next team everyone's super hyped about, me included, the 7-8-1 Cleveland Browns. Baker, going to be fantastic. So many weapons around. Unless he dies, then he's definitely going to produce. Nick Chubb, another guy I'm super high on. Opportunity. With the whole Kareem Hunt thing, I'm not worried about it, especially with the first 8 games. If he dominates, then they won't need Hunt. Hopefully they'll trade him away. If Hunt comes back and slowly takes some of the work, it'll be progressive, not right off the bat, hey, come back in, number one guy. That's not going to happen. So I am super high on Chubb this year. OBJ, going to do OBJ things. No surprise. Jarvis finally has a quarterback. Finally has a number one opposite of him. That way he doesn't have all the attention, so I think he's going to do very well this season. And Njoku could be a value if you can get him later in rounds, because he's also going to produce, because Baker's going to spread it around so much that if you can get him in closer to the 10th round, then he's going to be a guy that's very valuable for you. The next team is the 9-6-1 Pittsburgh Steelers. A guy I'm super crazy on, like most people, Juju Smith-Schuster. Going to be a top 5 receiver, almost hands down. Another guy I'm super high on, very late value, has that number 2 spot that Juju had, is Dante Moncrief. I think he's going to produce like crazy. He's not too high on everyone's list, not really on their radar, so you can get him at a steal. If he's going to produce at the number 2, similar to what Juju did, obviously not the same because of Juju's talent, but the situation is great for this dude. I like Jalen Samuels, another value guy. If Connor can't go the full 16, then Jalen Samuels is going to be a super good pickup. He's going to get work no matter what, they said, so he'll definitely be a guy that I'll look at, but I don't think Connor can do the full 16. He showed that last season, so Samuels can be a good guy. I like the old Vance McDonald. If you can get him, another one in closer to the 10 double-digit rounds or so, then he could definitely be a value guy for you. Also have Big Ben. I think he's going to throw for over about 4,700 yards. If he can stay upright, throw to all the guys around him, he's going to be a fantastic guy again. Now for my dislikes, a lot of people might not like this, but I have James Conner on my dislike list. And like I said, I don't believe he's going to play the full 16, so we're going to need someone, and I think that someone is Jalen Samuels, to take the reins, to do all the things that Conner can't, and especially having someone that you might not think can do the full 16 at that high ADP, it's just not worth it to me. I can pick someone else like Chubb, like Dalvin Cook, someone who I know is going to get the full workload, at least for a while, that I don't have to worry about him missing a few touches here and there per game like I do with Conner. Also have Benny Snell. He's not going to get enough volume, in my opinion, to be relevant. And the last guy on my dislikes is James Washington. He showed out in preseason, but I mean, he's the number 3. I don't think he's going to beat out Moncrief. So if that's the case, then he's obviously not going to see enough volume to be a relevant guy. Maybe in super deep leagues, but other than that, I wouldn't look for him. So that was my AFC North by division likes and dislikes. Tell me who you liked, who you didn't. As always, thank you for tuning in and thank you for all your support. Give comments, feedback, questions, anything you have about this video, other videos, and I'll try to get back to you, give you the best advice that I can. And remember, sports is supposed to be enjoyed together, so please tell someone about us. That's how we want to grow our channel. We want to have a big community. It's not just me talking to you, it's you talking to me too. So I want to grow, educate each other, not just one way. That way we can all become better. That's what this is for. And by growing it, you have to not forget to smash that thumbs up, hit subscribe, please, so we can try to give you some content and be that GOAT. And lastly, God bless America and God bless fantasy football. Take care.